Yeah, they finally made a move. Yeah, look how high our ratings are. Those are gonna plummet once the day comes. I bet you. Like, I'd be willing to bet money there. If we combine the letters on Justine and Caroline's hats, you get oxymoron? Really? What are the letters on their hats? Well, I guess something that combines oxymoron, but, let's see here. Knowledge. When do I use baseball skills? More proficiency. Let's just unlock Tokyo shrines. Let's unlock some places. I don't know. A Bible for shrine lovers. Whoa. Meiji Shrine, huh? Seems like a mystical place. It's a famous spiritual spot, well known for its walking paths. Quiet places like that seem nice. Bet you'd really be able to relax if you took someone there with you. Alright, cool. Neat. There we go.
Oh.
So you finished reading Tokyo Shrines. Apparently, the Meiji Shrine has its own train station. That's how popular that place is. Alright. Cool. Let's unlock a new place and just be big chillin' for the next several days before we get framed for murder. Information on the new hangout spot, Meiji Shrine. Also, I really like that they're doing that with the plot instead of just like the same old with each palace, where it's just like, ah, yes, you know, the thing is solved, now move on, and, you know, everything is all happy-go-lucky. Because, you know, by the time that we're at the 5th one, the 4th one changed things up where it's like, here's someone that's not evil that you have to change the heart of, and stuff. And then 5th one is back to like, okay, here's the same thing that you've done 3 times of, like, change the heart of someone who's evil. But then it throws a curveball at the end to change things and drastically change the direction of the story. I like that. It makes me intrigued to see where this is going. You should take someone there with you sometime. Well, I guess you could always go alone if you wanted to pray or make a wish or something. Almost at the station say that was inefficient use of your time. So, yeah, I am rather intrigued by the story of this game, you know. I'm rather perplexed. Following the latest Logan Paul controversy? Yes. And my goodness gracious, like, it's off the rails, isn't it? Like, it'd be interesting to see if there's, you know, any real backing, any real substance that he can get leeway on when it comes to, like, the illegal recording of the phone call. I've heard from some channels that it might depend on, like, what state his manager was in, like, when he took the call, because CoffeeZilla might be okay from, like, being in Texas, and, you know, laws on that being lenient there, because laws on everything are pretty lenient in Texas, very much, from what I hear. So there might be some grounds for that, but in terms of yeah, WWE superstar Logan Paul, exactly. Some crypto scamming and some CoffeeZilla guy. Yeah, CoffeeZilla made a few videos on like a year-long investigation on a Logan Paul cryptocurrency scam, and you know, Logan Paul is now trying to sue him for defamation, even though he never, you know, he never made anything up. He was just presenting like the evidence that he was able to find in my opinion, like a really unbiased way, and letting the audience come to their own conclusions. And now it's, now he's having like a little bit of a panic attack over it there, and probably just trying to like bully him with sheer money because of how, because how much richer he is, because I don't think he has like any legal backing to be suing apart from maybe the phone call. Picking up from last time, we were talking about the French Revolution. I know about the French Revolution. Having executed the royalty, the revolutionaries proceeded to take the courts under their control. All who opposed the revolution were executed. However, the revolutionaries too, when they were reviled as despots and executed by the public. Many people were executed during the French Revolution. I don't know what you're going to ask yet, but the answer is going to be Robespierre, right? The fact that this many executions were possible is actually due to one specific invention. The guillotine! Christa, take a look at this. The guillotine! I know it! I know the French Revolution. This is a guillotine, a tool which allowed for mass executions. Now, do you know who invented this instrument? Oh, wait. I might not actually know who invented it. It's not Louis XV. I don't recognize that name. It was not Marie Antoinette. It's this. It's this, and that's where the name comes from. Like, I don't remember the first part, Joseph Ignace, but, like, that's where the name would have come from. That's what makes logical sense. It's him.
This is it. Correct.
That's correct. The tool is named after him. By the way, Charles Henry Sanson, the famous executioner, said that he killed 2,800 people with the advent of the guillotine. Okay, that name I actually hadn't seen before. May look cruel, but it delivered a swift, painless execution regardless of one's social status. Well, at least that was the intention behind it, but considering during the French Revolution, especially during the Reign of Terror that Robespierre was doing, the guillotines were being used so much, if they weren't being properly maintained, like they weren't being, you know, wiped clean of blood and, you know, sharpened every once in a while, there were instances where the guillotine wouldn't actually fully behead someone. It would only go, like, partway down the neck just because of, like, the sheer insane amounts of executions they were constantly doing. So that happens sometimes. So usually a swift, painless execution, but not always. Might be an exaggeration to say they embody the French spirit of equality. So, little correction there, teacher. Not every time, just because they, weren't maintained as well as they should have been for the sheer insane amount of executions that they were doing. It'd be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. Yeah, I know about the French Revolution. I know about that one. I mean, I didn't know the exact name of Mr. Guillotine guy, but, like, I was far enough to be able to identify. A revolution is sometimes a bloody thing. Revolutionaries that rose up for freedom became despots themselves. It's a common tale. Yeah, and they tried to overthrow absolute power with the monarchy, and then eventually, after one thing led to another, they basically got like a brutal dictator in power for a while in the form of Napoleon anyway. Basically the very thing they tried to overthrow. Pretty silly. Our social reform doesn't hurt anybody in the real world. It's a bloodless revolution. Well, until Mr. Black Mask guy, who's either Akechi or Mr. Clean, came and, used his silence pistol there. And now we wait like usual. It's not an excuse to slack off, we should use your time wisely. Yep. Will do so there. But yeah, Coffee Seal is pretty much always non-biased and just factual. Logan Paul even congratulated him one time. Just not okay when he talked about your crypto scap. Yeah, it's like, if it's something negative about me, then that's no-go. Has anybody seen, what's the, name of the animation channel? I haven't seen a whole lot of their stuff, but it's an animation channel that does, like, a whole lot of, like, very... I don't know if I want to say very real, but very hard-hitting kind of short animations. They did one that just came out like 5 days ago, something like that, on Logan Paul Takes Your Wallet, and it's certainly something. Hold on, I could probably find it here for anyone who hasn't seen it. Paul steals your wallet here. Hold on. I'm just gonna drop it in the chat here. It's just a couple minutes long. I saw it a couple days ago. Yeah, so it only came out 5 days ago. For anyone who hasn't seen it, wants to have a look at that. That's certainly something right there. So, but yeah, let's see here. Know about Sansa because of fate. He's trash at FGO, but he's there. I have no idea what a FGO is. But yeah, debatably painless. Yeah, it does depend on, like, if you do still have a little bit of consciousness after being beheaded, which you wouldn't really be able to know. This is a lot of people that want my attention here. Become the very thing you sought to destroy. Yeah, that was this French Revolution in a nutshell there. But, despite the fact that the immediate outcome was pretty shoddily done, the impact of it is what also allowed us to, get rid of so many monarchies up until today. Because so many other monarchs started stepping down. Well, not necessarily stepping down, but essentially, like, removing a lot of their power that they had over the state. Such as with the English monarchy, for example. Where, they don't have as much influence in politics anymore. They're more of, like, celebrities nowadays that had to give up, like, their political power if they didn't want to be executed, like, a few hundred years ago. Oh my god, plans there? I'm gonna sit around and do nothing. I'm gonna always let me know if something comes up. Maybe. Let's see here. What are we doing today? I can't just sit around and shopping at the other Mall in Shibuya. Alright, yeah, look, everyone wants to be my friend now. Now that we've done that. Sweet. What are your plans? Simply waiting. It's very fun. People watching isn't fair too well either. I'll be at the station. Let me know. Okay. The promise list. Do you remember the promise list? I want to do that stuff. Can you come with me? We'll grow stronger soon. Okay. What about Aiko? Hey, I'd like to speak with you about Aiko again. Please come to the student council room when you have the opportunity. Wait, this one just says, like, head over immediately or decide later. Does this one say check bond? This one says check bond. That implies that the Makoto one might be an exclusive one to this. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I would normally go with Futaba. I think she's lower anyway. But just in case it is an exclusive one with Makoto, maybe I will go over and do that? Maybe? Let's see here. It's not... Don't know why it's not saying that I can grow stronger soon, but... Wait, what's her thingamabob again? I might just do it anyway. This is what I may just do. Alright, let's find my notepad. I gotta turn my screen brightness up, it's really low. Let's find the right notepad. Let's see here. Persona Arcanas, here we go. Makoto is the priestess one, and I have a priestess one right there, so we good. We good on that front. Yeah, I'll just go do it. Well, whoopsie doopsie. What about Aiko? Let's see here. Yeah, let's head over. I think you'll be waiting. Sure, let's go do the thing. Yeah, the Dookie has a whole mess of stuffing around there. Oh, I didn't need to turn my camera. All we can do now is wait. I spoke with Aiko and she said her boyfriend was okay with the double date idea. Asked me to show you her picture though. Apparently, she thinks you look a little lame. I have the max charm. She told me that my boyfriend isn't in the same league as her Tsukasa. But I think she'll change her mind when she sees you in person. Don't worry, I'll back you up. I think Aiko will approve of me with my current charm. I'll act as Makoto's boyfriend and go meet with Aiko. I feel like I can become closer to Makoto thanks to High Priestess persona. We'll grow stronger soon. Oh, now I can check bond. Now I can. Okay, well, I'll do it anyway, I guess. Thank goodness. I'll contact Aiko. Let's be at the diner, as I mentioned before. Let's do it. Let's do the thing. Yeah, my name's Tsukasa. I heard all about you two from Aiko. So, I heard you're the student council pres Makoto-chan. I totally wish I could be one of your council members.
Oh.
Yes, I am. Totally. Four Eyes here is your boyfriend, yeah? Yeah. Huh. It's like you guys don't get along too good, though. Like your love level's rock bottom. Are you seriously dating? We're fighting right now? Love comes in many forms. You're right. He doesn't really like it when I get all clingy with him. Oh, I get it. You don't got any affection compared to us. Just don't got any affection compared to us. Hey, babe. Did you do something special today? I remember you looking this sexy. Oh, Tsukasa. Okay, I can't do these voices seriously. Sorry, I have to use the bathroom. Later, lovebird.
Excuse me.
There's something I'd like to ask you. Are you serious about pursuing a relationship with Aiko? I was wondering when our honor student was gonna show her true colors. That reminds me. Aiko said you were getting real pumped about getting to know me. Why's that, huh? I just wanted to make sure you're good for her. Damn, girl, you really care about your friends. Good stuff. I always say friends are like super important shit. Speaking of which, a friend of my girlfriend is totally a friend of mine. How about you tell me your digits? What's wrong? Come on, give me your number. You have my number instead. Nobody asked you, Four Eyes. Anyways, Aiko already gave me yours, Mako-chan. We're good. Why'd you just ask for it then? I do have one more question to ask. You're not going to bring Aiko to your club, are you? Why, you suspected me? I wouldn't dream of it. It's a damn shame people think us hosts are just flirts. My love with Aiko is pure as snow. Don't twist the story. Huh? Is something wrong? I was just getting to know your little friend here, honey. Well, I should be going. I gotta be at work soon. Me too. Bye. You know, that one strand of hair that's in front of his glasses, I thought was his eye for a second. So it looked like he had like a big cartoon eye, where it's like, you know, there's the white of the eye on either side, and then the eye like the retina, super large and cartoony right in the center is what it looked like. Just like, damn, that sure was some coffee I drank. I hope he's not tricking here. But no matter what I might think, I still don't have any proof. Above all, Aiko seems really happy. Am I just getting in the way of their happiness? No, you're being considerate. I suppose so. I mean, I really am worried about Aiko here. In the end, I know this is just a hunch, but my father always stressed how important it is to trust hunches. Yeah, it's actually crazy how often a hunch actually points you in, like, you know, a very good to keep in mind direction, you know. It seems that host has sent me something already. What is this supposed to be saying? It's full of emojis. And, like, a little story that I have on that. I remember when I was going on the, Germany trip in grade 8. That, I don't remember who it was, but somebody had told me that, like, there's a sixth sense where it's just like you have feelings about, you know, the way that something might end up that hints about, you know, something that could happen. And I was just like, there's no way that's really the case there. And, you know, soon after there was this escalator, and I had this feeling of like I should take the stairs instead. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna trust that. And I got on the escalator, and like a little bit into the escalator ride, it came to an emergency stop. And, you know, I nearly fell over from it stopping suddenly, and then, like, walked the rest of the way. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty weird coincidence. That's pretty strange. And then there was, then coming up, there was one of those, like, speed pathways during, like, a long straightaway section in the airport, where it's like you walk on the weird conveyor belt pathway and it speeds you up. And I had that feeling again where it's like, don't take that, like, just walk on, you know, the normal stuff beside it at that speed there. And I was like, no way, I'm gonna go for it. And there's also 2 speeds of this thing. So there's like the regular walking just on normal ground. There's like the slow speed conveyor thing, and there's a fast speed conveyor thing. I took the fast speed conveyor thing, and this is a super long straightaway. And about a third into it, it came to an emergency stop. And at that point, you know, I had to, since it was such a long straightaway, I had to walk normally the rest of the way. It would have been faster if I took like the medium speed, like, straightaway conveyor thingamabob there. So from that point on, it was like, huh, maybe I should actually start trusting my hunches. What the hell? That's my story there. What's it supposed to be saying? It's full of emojis. It's me, Sukasa heart emoji. I know we just met, but I couldn't wait to phone emoji you. I'm so happy to be friends with you, Mako-chan. Clapping emoji, hot springs emoji. That was barely a coherent sentence, but I'll need to get used to that if I'm going to help Aiko.
Thank you very much.
By the way, I'm glad you were here with me. I would have really panicked if I had been alone. I honestly despise how immature I can be sometimes. But I'm working through that with your help, so thank you. Again, it says Makoto's trust in me. Neat. Alright, there we go. Harrison recovery chance to cure ailments inflicted upon party members. Neat. And good morning, Reggie Bump. How are you doing today? Better hunch be right than to not hunch badly. Yeah, I've kind of learned, like, maybe I should listen to my hunches. Not, you know, maybe not treat my hunches like gospel or anything like that, like I need to follow it no matter what. But do listen to it and, you know, very much keep it in mind, you know. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't have a massive ton of respect for people that text purely like that, or just write messages online in any format like that. But that's just but don't let anyone who writes like that say that I said that.
Shall we
I should
go?
get going too. I'll let you know if anything else comes up. That's just me
Alright,
poisoning. Goodbye. See you. Goodbye. Alright. Also, the next Jazz Club skill is apparently on the 9th. Isn't Harrison that fan thing that you could have sworn got taken out of Smash recently despite being such an iconic item from the first game? Oh, that would be why it's called Harrison Recovery, because they smackaroo you with that. Yeah, I remember going ham on that in Smash Bros. Brawl. Oh man, those were the days. We just rack up like an insane amount of damage, just smacking them over and over again. Hey, Harmonium, thanks so much for everything today. I feel strangely exhausted. Reminds me of when we went to the Red Light District. Even after we split ways, that host kept sending me messages. Truly, Persona 5 fans will hear about this in a few months. I don't know how many people are tuning into my Persona 5 series. It's one of the more niche things on my channel, you know? This is these weird symbols. I have no idea what he's saying. I want to ignore him, but I shouldn't for Aiko's sake. So if there's any series that is like the opportune place to say stuff to go under the radar compared to my other series, this is one of them. You know? Let's see here. Oh, tell me you're on a date. I don't know. Oh yeah, that'd be a good excuse to ignore him. You have some great ideas. Thanks. I'll try responding with that. I just can't shake these doubts about Aiko's boyfriend. I can't tell if he's a bad guy, but he doesn't seem on the level either. I'll need a little more information. Thanks for all your advice. I'll talk to you later. But yeah, probably binge it once it's done. It's already past like 150 parts. It's probably gonna be the longest single playthrough series I've ever done. So if you're able to do that, like, props to you, but like, you know, it's gonna be like no mean feat. Special assignment. I thought that was gonna be about the Persona I locked away. Nope, not this time. You know, that's a Warriors challenge of a series to binge right there. If that ends up happening. Thought has begun acting a little odd lately. He has been cooped up in his study, and his voice lacks energy. Mental shutdown? Wait, but how would he be eating and staying alive? It's probably just like a weird situation like Futaba, where it's like she sleeps until the deadline and isn't all that realistic, but actually sounds quite similar to what Madarame. Madarame still had a change of heart in the end. Don't worry, Haru. Oh, no, is that so? Oh, my apologies. I don't mean to doubt you or anything. Nobody was accusing you of that. People just act a bit weird after their treasure gets stolen. It'd be hard not to worry about such a sudden shift. Sure, Futaba knows all about that. Yeah, I really gotta thank you again for helping me back then. I feel better now after consulting with you all. Thank you.
Looks like this Okumura case is
Okay.
finally going to have a happy ending. All that we have to do now is
That-
wait for his change.
That good old feel of Mystery Dungeon, just get all sidetracked and stuff. Alright, shall we test tonight? Maybe, I don't know. Shop's open again today. I mean, what are my options here? Whoops, that is not the rail map. I have to do that, and then I press Y. I'm up with Sojiro. Yeah, I should probably go hang out with Chihaya, right? Is what I should do. Because you'll help me do my other confidants faster, I hear. Something or other. Okay, and I have the fortune one, right? I have the fortune. Also by default, I should probably be on something like, you, so I don't have to worry about getting hit with weaknesses. Something or other. Oh, wait, what's my one that starts with a bunch of buffs? Isn't it you, I think? Automatic Mataru Kaja at the start of battle. Yeah, I should probably just, like, yeah, leave you on by default. The actual fortune one.
I should write
It's
something.
probably not a half bad idea, right? Alright, whoops, no, it does not double save, as tempting as it is. Alright, let's see here. Hi!
Oh,
I was curious about you, so I read your fortune. I tried numerous times, but the Empress card keeps appearing. Isn't that, like, Makoto's Arcana? We've had her for a while now. You know, last time I felt you having trouble with women, but I sense something different now. Anyway, be careful. I don't know what you'd like to do today. A verification test is something I like to talk about. The ADP case is more complicated than I thought. I almost read that as, like, EDP. I was like, yeah, I'm sure it is more complicated. as, you know, it's a story that you keep hearing cropping up every once in a while. Like, maybe every few months or so. There's a new story of another platform that he's apparently gone to. Another wacky internet story. Gonna hang out with Chihaya. Sure, let's do that. So, the chairman's pushing me as hard as ever to sell those fake stones. Yeah, the salt. Maybe he's part of the Smash community. I've been trying to use this as an opportunity to investigate into the ADP seminar so I can expose him. But the deeper I dig, the scarier everything becomes. Illusion of choice doesn't matter. The ADP apparently doesn't profit very much from sales of the holy stones. It's nothing more than a front. Most of their revenue actually comes from the seminars. There, they give their patrons some sort of mind-altering drug. Okay, so maybe it's not exactly like the example that I was mentioning last time we were talking with Chihaya there. After which, they're encouraged to donate their life savings to the benefit of the ADP. People have even gone missing after seminars. Families have been torn apart by this madness. I was a part of it all. By selling these fraudulent stones, I was in direct support of their horrible actions. I know this doesn't make up for what I've done, but I want to help others come to their senses. Barely anyone within the ADP will talk to me, though, and those who do won't actually hear me out. What should I do, Acoustic-san? These people are all heading down a path toward great ruin. There has to be some way I can deal with the chairman. Tell me his name! Right, I'll have to admit to everything that's been going on, even if I get dragged down too. That's the only way. If Chihaya's not sure how to approach this issue, she might do something rash at this rate. I should take care of the chairman before that happens. I'm the only one who can stop him, right? Doesn't matter what I say here. Tell me his name. Oh, the chairman? It's Yuichi Fukarai. That's how it's pronounced. Why do you ask? Don't worry about it. Oh. How strange. It seems the cards have changed somehow. My future is in line with that of the trickster. What does that mean? Even so, my fate remains unchanged. I'm destined to stay a monster. I take care of the chairman for Chihaya. Okay. Debunking the psychic. So next time we go to Mementos, we'll sort out the thing to keep on progressing Chihaya and Kawakami. So before that, I should probably go do that stuff at the bar here and unlock that last request, and then we'll have like a whole bunch that we can go ham on in Mementos, like 9 or something like that. I'll have to think on this for a while. Let's finish for today.
Good night.
We'll be able to go crazy there. But yeah, was that the case with a lot of PlayStation fans? I mean, both of them were good games. I mean, I haven't played God of War myself. I tuned into all the cutscenes. My family tells me it's good from those that have played it and stuff. I want to play it on this channel one day. But it'd be, not for a while. Too many other games, you know? Wow. The calling card first! I can't wait for our ratings to plummet. They're totally going to. Right. If the Phantom Thieves are doing it, then it shouldn't be a problem. Really, though, who are they? If I met them, it would be love at first sight. What are they waiting for? Hurry up and do it already. Heroes have an obligation to rescue the weak.